A pleasant day. My name is Jenny Mayban from Bachelor of Elementary Education, Block E. I am going to present and explain about cryptography, and afterwards I will give a simple example of Cipher. Without further ado, let's get started. First, let us know the meaning of cryptography. Cryptography is the study of methods to write and solve secret codes. In cryptography, a cipher, also known as cipher, the ship's cipher, Cipher's code or Cipher chief, is one of the simplest and most widely known encryption techniques. Encryption is the process of encoding messages through secret codes. Cipher is the first crypto system used by Julius Caesar in sending messages to his troops. The process was to assign each letter of the English alphabet with integers 0 to 25, where A corresponds to 0, B corresponds to 1, C corresponds to 2, D is to 3, and so on. I am going to show to you the simplest way on how to encrypt messages with the cipher in 7 steps. The cipher in the substitution cipher, known as the sheaf cipher, shifts the letters of one alphabet against another alphabet to create a secret message. It was created by Roman Emperor Julius Caesar so that he could communicate secretly with his army. First step, write down each letter of the alphabet from A to Z. This will represent your standard alphabet. After writing the standard alphabet, proceed to step 2. Step 2. Choose a number from 1 to 26. The number will represent the key or the sheaf value that will be used to sheaf the standard alphabet. For example, key is 5. Step 3. According to your chosen key value, count the amount of spaces to the right. My chosen key value is 5. From the written standard alphabet from A to Z, count 5 spaces. Then continue to write the alphabet until you reach the end. Step 4. Once you had reached the end of the standard alphabet, fill in the remaining spaces by continuing the alphabet. The bottom row of alphabet will now be known as your cipher alphabet. Step 5. Step 5 is for encryption. Decide a message that you wish to encrypt. For example, Jesus loves you. The message will represent your plain text. Step 6. Start with the first letter of your message and find the cipher letter that corresponds to the standard letter in your message. So the result is J will transform to E will transform to Z, S is to N, U is to P, S is to N, and so on. Lastly, the 7th step. The 7th step is continue the encryption process until you reach the end of the message. So L transform to G, O transform to J, V transform to Q, E transform to Z, S transform to N, then Y is to P, O is to J, and lastly U is to P. Therefore, the ciphertext results to E, Z, N, P, N, G, J, Q, Z, N, T, J, P. So on the question on how are the messages sent, first, the sender composes a messages or information which he intends to transmit to a receiver called a plain text. Second, this message is converted to coded form, the result of encryption performed in the plain text using an algorithm called ciphertext. The process or transforming information or plain text using an algorithm called a cipher to make it unreadable to anyone except those possessing special knowledge, usually referred to as a key, is called encryption. Third, the coded messages is sent to the receiver. Finally, the message is converted back to plain text. The process of decoding is called decryption. To decrypt the example, the encrypted message is EZNPN GJQZNTGP. Then when you replace the letters, the decrypted message would be Jesus loves you. Jesus really loves us. And that's all.